My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. This is not going to be a polite video. This is not for children. It will have some cussing in it, and most of it is probably just anger and rage. Alright, so I'm 43 years old. I'm 121 pounds, or since I just got measured a week ago, I'm 5'3", and I'm about 120 pounds and 8 grams. Still trying to get back to my high school weight of 120 pounds or 121 pounds because of the simple fact that I had a hip replacement and I'm not allowed to gain more than 125 pounds according to the doctors. That's as high as I'm allowed to go, so when I have this hip replacement, it won't be so strenuous on the new hip. Alright, why am I here? I'm going to break this down for you nice and simple. In my 20s, there was the UFC and MMA. Now it's kind of funny that in my 40s now, you guys are bastards. Both of you guys are bastards. Whoever run you, you're all fucking bastards. Because in my 20s, in my prime, in my youth, nobody could fuck with me with the martial arts. There's just one little problem. Unlike China and Japan and Korea, where shoot fighting had no size limit and you were in the cage with whoever and whatever and you signed a little death waiver and all that crap, these bitches here in America decide, oh no, we're not going to have a 120-pound weight class because those guys aren't going to be money makers. Except for you guys, I forgot one thing. Back in 92, in 89 to 96, before it got over here and America's caught on with our soft asses, that there was a little Chinese woman and a little Chinese man. Let me be politically correct because they might not have been from China. They were two little Asian people, just a little bit taller and smaller than me, who were beating the fuck out of everybody. They owned that shit. They ruled it, they owned it, and you guys over here, your lightweight is 140 and up to 205. Really? Really? And now that I'm 43 and crippled, I just found out today, which I've heard for months and months on end, I just didn't want to believe it until I actually saw it with my own eyes, that, oh, now UFC and MMA have 120 to 125 and maybe even a 115 class. But since I'm crippled and the doctor does not allow me to do any of the following, which mostly importantly, they cut off my kung fu. No running, no skipping, no jumping, no climbing ladders, no heavy lifting. And think where I would have been 15 years ago had you guys had the 120 class. Look at my videos on here. I'm devastating. I was devastating. Oh, but that wasn't good enough back then because you guys wouldn't allow the little guys to fight. Too scared we'd win too quickly. All about money. You're the reason why there's no opportunities for little fighters because you don't want to give little fighters. I'm not a boxer. I can box a little bit, but I couldn't box my way out of a wet paper bag in that ring. I'm a street fighter. Quickly to adapt, guaranteed to lose in a ring. But out in the streets, nobody could touch me. Yet, shoot fighting is street fighting. You're just in a cage. But no one would open up the doors for us little guys. And now you have little guys fighting. Oh yeah, they're like 19 and 20 years old now. You know, they're not in my age group. And yeah, they're like 5'7", 5'8", maybe 6 feet, but they're just skinny as fuck and light and cut, you know, cut like a motherfucker. I'm a former soldier. I got hurt in the military because of my fucking hip. And yet, I think back to where I could be right now had doors been open for guys in the 120-pound class. And now you guys want to open that? Talk about ironic. Talk about somebody that's pissed off. I'm pissed off. I don't know if this video was old or if it was new. It was a Challenge of Champions or whatever. And it's the same thing, like, if I was a woman, I could have made it in wrestling because I'm small and I'm a $120, which is probably the average woman's weight without being on the rag and having menstrual weight, which is mostly water weight, but people don't know that because people don't read or do research and everybody's body is differently. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, You guys are a bunch of fucking punks. You're a bunch of punk ass bitches that wouldn't give little guys a chance until now, when I'm in my 40s, my mid 40s, almost 50 years old, and out of fucking means of competition because I'm not young, I don't heal fast, and I legally am not supposed to be doing any form of martial arts because the doctors fucking said so. So you guys are a bunch of bitches. Money grubbing millionaires paying people my size now to get beat up. But when I was in my prime, there were no doors for me. I didn't have money to go to China, so I couldn't go there and fight. Plus, I was still in high school when shoot fighting began. And now you guys want to open up some fucking doors for little guys now. Now, 20 goddamn years ago, in my 20s, when I was 23 years old, 20 years ago, shoot fighting was already there. And you guys were bringing that shit here. Started with the Gracies in Brazil. They were all over 6 feet except for their daughter. Maybe she still outweighs me, but still, why can't I get my shot back then? Are you still the punk bitches now? Nah, now you just big ass bitches because now you want to make money off of little guys when you could have been making millions off of me years ago. So in that, all you guys that own the companies, I don't have anything, so you can't really fucking sue me. You're not gonna get anything. I don't even live in my own damn house. All I'm saying, I'm voicing my fucking opinion, is that you guys are punk bitches. Now you want to make millions off the little guy. It wasn't good enough that you were making millions off guys like Kimbo or Curtis Jackson, not the rapper, Rampage. You're making millions off of these guys who are like 140, 180, and 160 to 200 pounds and up. But yet, us little fighters, we never got a break until now. I'm sure I'm not the only guy in my 40s who are looking at you guys right now and saying, you guys suck. You guys suck so much fucking ass it ain't even funny. You're licking toilet paper. But the simple fact is, we little guys, we can throw. We can throw down with some of these big guys. Hell, we can probably beat some of your 200 pounders. But we weren't given the opportunity. And now you're giving these new young cats the opportunity. And for them, those guys, those new young guys that's in the 120 class, I respect you. Shaolin knowledge, book, clothes, I respect you. But here's the thing on that. I was whooping ass before these guys was born. In the streets, in the projects, I was whooping ass. I was beating motherfuckers up. Outside of school, motherfuckers did not fuck with me because they knew I could whoop their ass. Even those big guys. And yet, I couldn't get an MMA opportunity way back in 95, 96 because they didn't have a 121-pound class. And now you have that. My feelings is hurt. So you might not like what I had to say. And to all the kids watching, I'm sorry, but this is America. And we have the First Amendment right, which is freedom of speech. So I'm voicing my freedom of speech by saying these motherfuckers suck. Not everybody is genetically made to get over 5'3". I'm one of those people. I'm a half inch over 5'3". That doesn't mean I don't have the ability or the skills to knock somebody on their ass or to put them permanently to sleep. Sitting here, Tiger Claw, still fast with my hands. I'm not a ground and pounder. I used to be great with my feet. And no one ever gave me the opportunity that you guys are giving these young cats now. You got no respect from me. None. Because this shit could have been done. I could have owned this motherfucking shit. Because I was that fucking good. And truth be told, secretly, I'm still that fucking good. I can't use my legs no more. Ain't nothing wrong with these motherfuckers right here. But of course, I'm not a boxer. I'm a grappler and a breaker. And fighting have rules. We have an MMA thing around here. But I learned something about that which kind of also set me a little bit off. In a fucking fight, let's be 100% clear here. In a real fight, survival is that of the fittest. If you're coming to body slam me, I'm going to do what my sensei taught me to do. Pick a sensei and I'll tell you what they taught me. When someone's coming in for the bear hug body slam, you put these things right here right there in those shoulder blades, and you put these things right here called knees right here in the sternum. You clap on this shit. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not allowed to elbow people in the back in a controlled environment. In a real fight, the only thing you have to control is you. A real martial artist knows how to severely injure a person and not ground and pound people. And that's maybe, just maybe, that's why I didn't get a chance. Because I know how to severely injure people. It's a fight. You get into a fight to severely injure people. Or you get into a fight for money. I didn't fight for money. I fought because it's something I love to do. I also fought because I wasn't really given much a choice. When you're only 5'3", no one says they're sorry to you. They always say that they're going to hurt you. And you have to learn the hard way that that's not always going to happen. So to all you guys at MMA and UFC and all these other little conglomerates of fucking fighting in a cage. Fuck you. Fuck you guys for not giving me the chance in the 90s and in this early 2000s when I was young and healthy, before I decided to join a real cause called the Army and had to get a new hip. I salute the military, and I salute the motherfuckers out of the military that have joined the MMA coalition or UFC or whatever one of you guys that has the soldiers in you, because the soldiers know we were trained to kill with combatives and with our brain, and unfortunately more or less with a fucking machine gun or a handgun. I was infantry, so I definitely have some combative training. I'm really pissed off at you guys for the simple fact that my weight and my size didn't allow me in the door. And now, you could call it jealousy if you want. I call it envious or purity fucking evil. That we don't get to do what we're supposed to do for the simple fact that weight class stops us from doing the most easy and basic of things. Fighting. It's kind of what us little guys have had to do all of our lives. Because we're little. Because people who are 6 feet have always pushed us around and shoved us and threatened us with the "I'm going to beat your ass" speech. Well, here's my speech. Go for it. Try to beat my ass. And the bigger you are, that's just one little thing that I don't have to worry about, because the bigger you are, the harder I get to hit you. I'm James Williams Jr. To whoever I have offended, I'm sorry. Unless you are in those companies that I just mentioned, all of you guys can just get the fucking finger. I don't care. But to you young fighters who are in there, who are my weight, whatever, I salute you. Good luck. And thank you. Show these big bastards what the fuck a little guy can do. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you.